How I met Sekou, kind of different circumstance, different story. Before I had ever met Sekou, I was aware of Sekou because I'm a fan of the band Big Wreck. Ian Thornley is the singer and kind of main dude behind Big Wreck. And Ian did a solo record one year. I think it was his first solo record that I know of. And I remember him in an interview talking about the record, talking about, I went to the studio one day, and I heard this drummer in the next room who was unbelievable. So I went in the next room and had to meet this guy. And that's the guy who played drums on my record. And that record that Ian made, it's called Come Again. Sekou played drums on it. And I had that record, before I even saw the interview, I had that record. And I listened to the drums and was like, this is different drumming. This is not the way most people play drums. Most rock people do not play drums like this. Most R&B people do not play drums like this. This is some whole other shit. The feel of the fills and the patience of the grooves spoke to me. It was like nothing I'd ever heard before. And I was like, that's this guy, Sekou Lumumba, this drummer. I don't know who the fuck he is. Cool ass African name, you know. Well, I wonder what this dude's all about. Fast forward to 2004, and I'm on tour with Incubus, and we're in Toronto. And when you were on tour, whenever an American band would be on tour in Toronto and have a day off, you go to Queen Street and walk down the stores and see the pretty girls in Canada, and if you've never done that, you'll thank me later. Do it. And you just cruise and hang out. And I'm in a record store and looking at records, 2004, it's what we used to do back in the old days. And this guy is next to me, he's like, hey, are you from Incubus? And I'm like, why, yes I am. You know, not paying attention. I'm like, whatever, man. I don't know you. Who the hell are you? And and he's like, oh yeah, man, I dig your stuff. I'm like, yeah, cool, man, cool. And he said, yeah, you know, I play music too. I'm like, oh, word? He's like, yeah, I play, right now I'm playing drums for this guy, Ian Thornley. And I was like, what? That's you? He's like, yeah, my name's Sekou. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get out, what? I was like, yo, let me get your number, man. I know who you are. I fucking listen to your recording with Ian. I love it. Let's hang, man. So I took his number. And then a couple years later, I've been doing shows at the Knitting Factory in LA every once in a while. And put together, play with like Neil Evans and Ashley. We do division group shows or whatever I could. Like Knitting Factory was very, very cool spot for just having fun and throwing something together. And I was talking to Ash, I was like, let's do a show, you know, play these new songs that I had written, some of my solo music I had written, and you want to see if this dude from Toronto wants to come down and play drums? And I mean, not this dude from Toronto, fucking Sekou. We knew who Sekou was. He's like, yeah. So I hit Sekou up. Sekou, you want to do a gig? I was like, yeah. Okay, cool. We plan it out, and Ash and I go up to rehearse in Toronto. Let's go fly up to Toronto and meet up with this dude. So we go up, meet up with him, and it's my second time like meeting him officially, I think. And we're hanging out, and it's good. And we go and play, and it's like I don't know. It's not as good as I hoped it would be. It felt a little awkward. The vibe, the hang was cool, but the music sounded bad. And part of that was me, part of that was everybody else, part of that was everything. So we do that rehearsal, and Ash and I come back, and we're like, okay, well, this show is just not going to be great. And whatever. Sekou comes down a couple days early. We start rehearsing. And it's like, oh, well, the rehearsals are a little better. They're a little better than before, than what we remember. Not as bad. It's going to be fine. You know, it'll be acceptable. And then we get on stage, and it's incredible. Sekou is destroying the drums, like putting on a performance a legendary performance, just killing it. And Ash is rising to the occasion, and I'm getting challenged by these two dudes ripping, so I'm trying to show off and leave it all out there. And it was like something was forged that night. I was like, yo, this is the combination. This is the peanut butter and jelly, man. And we got to do this again. Definitely got to do this again. And a couple years later, we kind of locked it in and booked like 30, 40 shows with that trio, and went out and played, and it just got better and better and better. And it was really special to me. It was like my band of gypsies, because that's all I ever wanted to do, was have a unit that felt the way those Band of Gypsies recordings, or that, at least that album, feels to me when I listen to it. It's like I want to be that. 3 dudes, no frills, no extra or tertiary, or like nothing is there that isn't absolutely needed and vital. No one's got your back. There's no other dude playing your instrument in case you blow it. So I don't know, it just clicks. We haven't played together since 2012, where we did a one-off gig, I think. We jammed a couple years ago. We got together in LA and jammed, and sounded treacherous and horrible. But as I've learned with this process, with these dudes, just let them do it. They will get it. Make sure that I show up, because they're going to show up. So I just got to make sure that I don't fuck up, and they'll be awesome. That's my band. That's my story of my band.